Peace, family. Peace, peace. This is Vicki Dillard, your sister with the curly braids. Let me know if you can hear and see me okay. I'm waiting to see someone pop up here. Thank you so much for tuning into my Instagram channel. Just FYI, be sure to join my email list at VickiPlanet.com. That's my website. Join the email list there so that way you're directly notified whenever I go live on different networks, channels, let you know what's going on. I'll let you know when I have products and services, like when my book is released, when my special academies are released, all that kind of information. Okay, I see a couple of people coming in. Okay, y'all can see me good. Family, I am running errands, my first errand this morning, but I wanted to tap in really quickly because I have, of course, my monthly mastermind school, the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. And if you're not a part of that, I would greatly urge you to be a part of that. Now, I need you all to understand something. Hey, y'all, I see you. Somebody said you were mentioned last night as to who to follow. Who mentioned that last night to follow me, beloved? Tell me in the chat who that is. I want to say really quick before I jump out to my first errand today that we are entering a very high, potent cosmic time. The 21st, tomorrow, is a partial solar eclipse as well as the new moon. Right after that, in the Western Hemisphere, the 22nd of September is considered to be our fall equinox. Of course, the fall equinox, we're going to be in that potent energy for the next several days, as well as the new moon and the partial solar eclipse. Yes? So, somebody said a reparations panel. Okay, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but thank you so much, whoever did that shout out. So this is a very cosmic time. I know growing up, when they teach us about the 4 seasons, they're not really telling us the supernatural way in which the powers that shouldn't be use the nature shifts. Those are cosmic portals, beloved. Now, let me tell you something. Of course, one of the major reasons why they tampered with the ancient calendar is because it was divinely connected to, for example, the feminine woman. Our cycles were connected to approximately 28 days. When you say 28 times 13, the number 13, of course, you all often see folks demonize the number 13. When you multiply that, that equals about 364, 365, which is the original calendar, yes? So they utilize, for example, the Gregorian calendar and other such things to throw off the rhythm of the planet and to also throw off the rhythm of the divine feminine woman. What we see with the demonization, with the disrespect, especially of the ancient cosmic black woman, which is not just physiological, which is not just biological. The blackness is cosmic. It's energetic. It's vibration. Everything comes out of the black void. So, if you can believe that you're Mahdi, if you can believe that you're Messiah, if you can believe that some of you believe that you're Jesus, these notions that all spin out of the mother tongue of your black mama, whether you're talking about the Bible and the Genesis story, which is chaos, darkness. Remember, it says that the spirit hovered over the darkness. When you're dealing with the Quran that talks about this notion of the triple darkness, this layer of blackness in which creation, human beings came into existence. Or whether you're talking about an even more ancient text, the Enuma Elish, which talks about this notion of the Tiamat, this feminine, that is meant to be put down. You are disrespecting the divine order of things. When you make it a gender war, you are ensuring that you will no longer exist in the new world to come. So, if you can believe that with these different spiritual concepts, different theologies, that there is a physical being that's going to come to give you access to a kingdom under whatever name you want to call it, but you don't believe that the divine first ordered you to have access to a cosmic realm by the divine feminine, because the void is within our womb. The stuff that is in the center of our navel nativity is the same stuff that's on the outside of you. This notion of cosmic space, you understand. So, the energy of the fall season has everything to do with the order and the movement of her. The cosmic war that the ENROLLMENT, which is an ancient Babylonian Mesopotamian text that preceded some of the principles in your Bible and some of the other books. Even when you're talking about the Quran and the triple darkness, it obviously emphasizes the bringing into existence the being, the human being, by your mama. But some of you still want to diminish that. You think you're going to bypass us. I am more pro-masculine, pro-male than most of you men and masculines have ever been over the years. Y'all know that, right? That's why many of my masculines respect me so much. But you cannot disrespect the truth of this ancient situation and wonder why the economy is in the condition it's in and why every place on the planet is in the condition it's in. There will be no exceptions for you if you think that the Zionist regimes and that diabolical imperialist forces that operate in the United States and through the West and through the rest of the world, you think that you're going to be the exception? Not when you disrespect your cosmic mother. You will meet the same end. Let me prophesy to you your destiny. You shall be no more if you continue to delay in the respect and honoring of us, which is not meant to be a gender war. I will not continue to contend with your damn ego. It isn't worth it to me. Some of you are finding ways to figure out the condition, for example, of the black man. Mental health stuff, economic stuff. But you think that you're going to make it into the new world by skipping me? You gotta be out of your mind. And I will let you drown in your folly. Now, my team is going to make available my latest webinar. 19% off for the next couple of days. I'm getting ready to get out. My team is going to make available for you my mini gavels and my cosmic calendar. It's going to be on sale for the next few days to give you tools to assist you in the shifts of this new fall equinox, this new moon, and this partial solar eclipse. Yes? Thank you so much. My pleasure. So I don't want you to miss that because in the beginning was the word. You understand? So whether you're dealing with the ENROLLMENT, they talk about sound. Whether you're talking about the Quran and the power of the word, or whether you're talking about the Bible. Of course, I'm just using those because there are many other texts that are not given respect, that are spiritual and religious texts that are more ancient even than some of these. But I want to tell you the reason I'm offering you my words as a gift is because in the beginning was the word, and everything was created by a word. And the only difference between the word word and the word world is the letter L. You understand? So that means that if you want to change your world, you've got to change the word that you're hearing. You've got to honor and respect and give credence to and invest in new words and concepts. And it has to come not just from somebody that sounds good, not somebody that's parroting what I say or words that I use or other folks that are similarly situated to myself. You have to be dealing with somebody that is divinely and celestially and cosmically and galactically sanctioned to do so, or you will not get the medicine that you're meant to have. You overstand. You can play yourself, and for a season it may appear that some of you are successful. For a season it will appear that some of you are doing something great. But that's the trick of the that's the trick of the mortals. You always think you're finna make it. And instead of looking at it as a form of grace, that you've been given what you've been given for that particular time. Now, I'm saying this because the divine allowed me to be born 46 years ago in this unique dispensation for such a time as this, to be a blessing, to be a boon to you. And if you reject the blessing that's within proximity of you, damn you. Somebody put a gavel in the chat right there. I said, somebody put a gavel in the chat right there. I said, damn you. That's the order of the divine court. I said, damn you, damn you. It's got to be this way and no other, because that's how we bring about ma'at, divine justice and balance, back to the planet. So be sure to go to my website, VickiPlanet.com, my mini gavels, my angel calendars, and my latest course that I just did this past Monday, which was almost a 4-hour webinar. They're all going to be on sale, 19% off. That's how you want to prepare for the shifts with the partial solar eclipse, the new moon, and the fall equinox. You understand why? Because in the beginning was the word. The word that you're going to hear, and the activation of your gavels, which you'll get instructions for that, and the activations of the calendar that you're supposed to utilize every day. These are things that shift and reshape your environment. In my monthly mastermind school at VickiPlanet.com, we've been doing a series for months talking about how to create abundance out of thin air. And it's so extraordinarily profound, because I'm not the person that talks about stuff like that, because that's not, that ain't my thing. You don't be seeing me run around talking about I'm some business, financial, that ain't my thing. But I'm a vessel. So when the divine court tells me this is the transcript from the high level celestial course that I need to be sharing with the mortals, that's when I do it. So because I'm a vessel with prophetic insight, I share that, and you're meant to take that and to apply it to your daily life, to your business, to your spheres of influence, to whatever disciplines you're involved in. You understand? So I'm bringing that up because creating out of thin air, as I've been teaching my students, is about the creation of all things, the evolving of all things. So what's in the air? You see what's coming out of my mouth? It's atmosphere. So a divinely sanctioned mother tongue portal for the environment, when I release and unleash such a thing, is going to remake your environment, which is the matrix in which you live. So when you are hearing words, lectures, wisdom, and insight, you're actually literally recreating your environment in which you live. And once you recreate the environment, the atmosphere in which you live, how many of you all know the outcomes of your life will be different? But forming matter out of antimatter takes time. So the longer you delay in accessing, whether you join my monthly mastermind school for a very low cost, or whether you are accessing some of my high-level webinars, whether you're getting the gavels, whether you're accessing my calendars, because inside of there's information and activations, then that means that you're delaying your reality. See, magicians, spiritual practitioners know the first thing we do is not try to change what's outside of us. We understand that we're the ultimate form of alchemy, and that when we change, everything about us changes. Do you understand? The magician knows that. The spiritualist knows that. You should know that. Go to my website at VickiPlanet.com. Join the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. There now. Invest in your life. When you start the season off right, your results and your harvest will eventually come in due season. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. And you've got to be willing to make that divine currency exchange if you're expecting to get something different, because money is spiritual. Money is a spirit. And how many of you all know, as the ancients said, where your treasure is, your heart is? How many of you all know that the ancient texts use agrarian or farm terms that says that if you sow a little, somebody complete it for me, how much you gonna reap? I said, if you sow a little, how much you gonna reap? So don't tell me you're willing to pay a $1,500 a month mortgage, $2,500 a month mortgage, a $3,000 a month mortgage. Don't tell me you're willing to pay a car note for $600 a month, and then you think you're doing something by spending $9.99 on some spiritual stuff. When everything you see came from everything you can't see. You see how that's crazy? You see how you look crazy when you're in the earth realm and you spend $3,000 a month for your mortgage, $600 a month for a car. And some of y'all know y'all's most of y'all's probably way more than all that. But you think this $9.99 is something. You want to act like getting one of my special courses for $29 is something. You want to act like a $49, $50, $55 school is some money. Y'all better stop playing, little mortals. And you wonder why the earth is not shifting as quickly as it ought. See, this is the reason why your mother earth has to cause the tsunamis and the earthquakes and stuff like that to get certain shifts to happen, because you're so slow. And you take too long to come to the right conclusion. So she has to force a tower in your life to get you where you ought to go. Slowness. Somebody put a turtle in the chat. And I love turtles. Turtles are magical. But I'm making a greater point right now with the turtles in the chat. So if you want something you have never had, you've got to do something you've never done. And you've got to sow into good ground. It is out of order for husky little masculines to just be blessing each other first. That's out of divine cosmic order. It's not about a gender war. It's about the cosmic divine order of things. The feminine is the land. She is the fertile ground that you're first supposed to sow into. So while you're trying to level up your business and your name, silly, you're going to always reach a ceiling because you have not first honored the divine feminine principle. You overstand. Yeah. That's not the divine order of things. This ain't feminism, slowness. This is divine order of things. That's the reason why every major religion had a divine feminine origin. Every one of them. Until the Quran was changed not to do so. Until the Bible was, of course, manipulated and stolen from ancient black mother tongues that brought it into existence. Other ancient spiritual systems and religious systems all spin off from that. We're the land, baby. We're the land. You got to sow to that land first to get the harvest. So it doesn't matter if you look like you have a level of success in one area, you're always going to be missing in another area because you are doing things out of order. Where are religious Christians at? My religious Christians know that there is a spiritual principle that says, seek first the kingdom. And then what happens? Tell me if I'm telling the truth with this principle. What does the rest of that scripture say? Seek first the kingdom of God, and then all these things will be done what? Added unto you. So no matter what your books are, there are certain principles that I can pull from to show you that you're doing things out of order. And you only playing yourself because you think that you've received some modicum of success that will be unsustainable. I prophesy it because it's out of order. You are a type of thief when you do anything else otherwise. And you don't understand that your individual actions has a cosmic ripple effect on the whole. So I'm trying to tell you now so that you can course correct. And the longer you take, baby, the more your judgment is sure to be swallowed up. The divine has blessed you to hear these words. The divine has blessed you for you to be within my sphere, my force field, my divine cosmic force field, so that you'll know what to do, so that you can receive optimum benefits, not only in this world, are y'all ready, but in the worlds to come. That's how you play yourself. See, your ancients, like the ancient Kemites and Egyptians, were not obsessed with death when they were doing a lot of these funerary rites. They understood that you're only in this realm for a twinkling of an eye, and that in the other worlds there's an even greater judgment, a greater reality that's interconnected to how you move in this side. So brother said you can't be a pharaoh without reverencing my out. That's absolutely right. Pharaohs were only able to be pharaohs because of their divine matrilineal bloodline claims. Everybody knows that. But y'all want to play yourself out here like I'm supposed to be just sitting over here and just letting you play yourself like this is it's something when I tell you it's something. I know it hurts when I say that, but it's something when I tell you it's something. Yeah. With a resurrection time. Get in where you fit in. And the longer you take to do what you ought, may your blessings come in at the same time. Just like how you want to play yourself and you want to procrastinate, may your ultimate success, may your destiny come at the same pace. Get these products. Calendars on sale, 19% off. My latest special webinar course that was almost 4 hours is 19% off. What else did I say was on sale? My mini gavels are on sale for the next few days. Go to VickiPlanet.com, invest in it, get some for you, get some for other people, and make sure, most importantly, that you sit down and hear it. Yes? My name is Vicki Dillard. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I love you so much. Of course, I'm going to continue to give more time and attention to my own channel at VickiDillard.tv, but I'm also on African Diaspora News channel where I do political and geopolitical commentary. I'm also going to be on new platforms. We're going to be giving the specific information on that, where my message is going to be seeded out on other alternative media places. Because see, some of you playing out there. It's okay though. I'm born for this moment. I was in the Final Call newspaper. They're just releasing some parts of the article, so be sure to check that out. My book is going to be coming out. If you want to also get your magazines, ladies, your Luxury Venus magazines, I probably should have had my team put those on sale too for just a couple days, just as an extra boon, an extra blessing. Be sure to get your Venus Luxury magazines. I don't believe luxury is just for millionaires and billionaires. I believe they're for the everyday woman. And the principles that I share are very succinct, but they're extraordinarily powerful for manifestation. You can get all of that at VickiPlanet.com. I love you so much. Cynthia said thank you. Curly said love you more. I love you back, beloved. I can't wait to see you again.